Hi, folks. I'm Richard Friedman, and welcome to another one of my video political cartoons for September 9th, 2024. Welcome back, folks. Good to see you. Today here, this cartoon is in response to an answer that Republican presidential candidate and former President Donald Trump gave at the Economic Club of New York. And I'm just going to go right into it. And here we go. Here is former President Donald Trump and presidential nominee, Republican nominee. Here he is at the Economic Club in New York. And here's the introduction to the cartoon. Donald Trump, former president and Republican presidential nominee at the Economic Club of New York, when asked, President Trump, the real cost that is breaking American families' backs is the cost of childcare. If you win in November, can you commit to prioritizing legislation to make childcare affordable? And if so, what specific piece of legislation will you advance? So she's placing Trump here back into the White House. He's there now, and she's posing this hypothetical question to him. And he responds this way. Here he is. Okay, the answer was, well, I would do that. Referring to childcare. I would do that, childcare. Senator Marco Rubio and my daughter Ivanka were so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue. Childcare is childcare. In this country, you have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers, compared to the kind of numbers I'm talking about, by taxing foreign nations trillions of dollars when they send product into our country, childcare is not relatively expensive. I look forward to having no deficits in a very short period of time. I guess he's saying he's going to balance the budget in a very short period of time, and it sounds that way. Coupled with reduction of waste and fraud. So he's going to deal with waste and fraud, because I have to stay with childcare and there will be growth. Okay, and here's how I want you to latch onto, and there will be growth. So what I did here is basically I took a scene from the movie Being There with Peter Sellers, playing this, here, I want to read this to you. Sorry. Along with, with an excerpt from the 1979 movie Being There, where Peter Sellers plays Chauncey Gardner, a man who has all his life done nothing but garden and watch TV. He lived in a mansion, and he was a guard in this mansion, and the man died, so he had no place to go. So he went out into the world, and he rose, and he drifted into politics, and he rose up. A man who has all his life done nothing but garden and watch TV. That's what he did at this mansion in Washington, D.C., where he lived in the movie. This is, again, Pete, this is the Chauncey character. Chauncey Gardner was played in the movie by Peter Sellers. So, who has his life done nothing but watch TV and gardening. That's all he did in this great mansion. And now, unfortunately, the man passed away and he has to move out into the world. And through events is thrusted higher and higher in the world of politics until there is talk about him running for the presidency, running for president. So I took an excerpt from that movie. Okay, I'm going to run this by you again, so refresh your memory here. Okay. And here's President Trump again saying, because I have to stay with childcare, and there will be growth. So here we have growth in being there. Here it comes. Whoop.
What you're saying, Ben, is it? You don't think I should take the chance?
Absolutely not.
Mr. Garner, do you agree with Ben, or do you think we can stimulate growth through temporary incentives?
As long as the roots are not severed, all is well, and all will be well in the garden.
In the garden?
Yes. In a garden, growth has its season. First comes spring and summer, but then we have fall and winter. And then we get spring and summer again.
Spring and summer?
Yes.
Then fall and winter?
Yes.
I think what our insightful young friend is saying is that we welcome the inevitable seasons of nature, but we're upset by the seasons of our economy.
Yes. There will be growth in the spring.
Well, Mr. Garner, I must admit that is one of the most refreshing and optimistic statements I've heard in a very, very long time. I admire your good, solid sense. That's precisely what we lack on Capitol Hill. Well, I must be going. This visit has been most enlightening.
Yes, it has.
And Ben, thank you for your time and thoughts.
Oh, nonsense. Thank you for taking time out with a dying man.
Nah, I won't have any of that. Why don't you listen to your friend Chauncey here? This is a time to think of life.
That's right, Mr. President.
Now you take care, Ben.
And you take care too, Bobby.
Chauncey?
Bobby?
He's a decent fella, isn't he, the president?
Yes. I'm glad he came, Ben.
Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that. And I leave that up to you to decipher what I presented to you here. I don't like to get into calling names or this or that or doing any of that sort of stuff. I believe in just having you present the material and make you think and laugh at the same time, and then you draw your own conclusions. And that's what I've done here in my latest book, which I always like to show to you. It's available through Amazon, and you can see it and preview it and laugh at some of the cartoons in it at my website, which is richardsbooksofpoliticalcartoons.com. And there's a link there that you could purchase the book if you chose to, or just have a good time and just take a few laughs at my other books and my other cartoons and videos, and just it's like a political Disney World of some kind. So with that in mind, God bless you. And I can't sign off without saying the prayers for that great tragedy that we had out there in Georgia, in Appalachia High School, and prayers for all the victims and their families and friends and classmates, and also what's going on here now in Gaza with there are a lot of people now getting involved. I see some progress in terms of people getting involved. More people are getting involved and presenting alternatives, which is a good thing. And I pray that there will be a peace, and the remaining hostages will be freed, and that peace will return. Will return in a way that the Israelis and Palestinians can get along and respect each other's territories and respect each other as a people. And that's about all I have to say, folks. And I'll say it again, God bless you. God bless America. Take care, folks. And I'll see you next time. Bye.